Would you cut it out?
Sit down and be good.
We sitting too close together for him.
I know.
It's making him nervous.
Well, let him be nervous.
Good boy. He went right over there, sit on the pillow, nice and cute. Good morning, everybody. Please excuse me, guys. I've been feeling a little under the weather this weekend, and I'll tell you guys why. I think we talked about it on Friday, but we'll talk about it a little bit more once we get into, you know, our discussion or whatever. But welcome to our channel once again. As you come in, please make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Please, we welcome you to our round table. And make sure that you share the video with those that you love and care about, that need a positive message, because that's what we're here to do. Shout out to the TBT squad. Shout out to Monica of MJ&J Family Mukbangs, and Wanston, and Leo Wanston of It's Me Wanston.
Yes, honey.
Yes, honey. And also it's your boy Leo. And also let's talk about it with Anita. Shout out to her. Powerful message this morning. I didn't catch all of it. I just caught the last half of it. And I'm with you, Anita. I'm one of those people too now. I didn't used to be, but I'm one of those people that can see, catch somebody, a phony person a mile away. I can see a phony person a mile away. So I know exactly what you're saying when you say that. But I hope everybody's Sunday is great. The weekend is almost over, and we're heading into a new week.
When Sunday comes, you might as well just say it's Monday.
Why?
You might as well say it's Monday.
Why?
Hey, blog. Hey, everybody. I'm typing hey, everybody, because I didn't want to cut him off while he was...
And I'm sorry, guys. I can't see nothing. My phone, we're using our phone this morning.
Because the studio is boiling
The
hot.
studio is hot. It is hot today here in Rome. Yeah. We're complaining about it being hot, when for months we've been complaining about it being freezing. Like
it snowed in May.
Yeah. Here
So,
it gets like below 3
when it's hot, we accept the heat and roll with it.
Yeah, we just accept it and roll with it. Unfortunately, our central air is not working, but listen, it's a blessing that we have this house at all. Just a year ago, we were living with our uncle in one room, and we only had one room, Joseph and I, and it wasn't that we were on top of each other, but we all our belongings was in one room. So for us to have this house a year later is a blessing. It's a blessing to us. We didn't think we'd
be able to do it this fast.
Central air not working, whatever.
Hey,
it's a blessing.
Hey, Kelly girls. Hey, Oreo. I'm gonna say hey to everybody real quick. Let me go down the line. Monica, I'm going in how y'all started typing, so I'm not signaling anybody out. Hey, Monica, Leo, Wanston, Oreo, Mouse.
Coming on.
Who else? Dominique. Hey. Blogs and Fiction. That's my girl, y'all. I love me some Blogs and Fiction.
Yeah, me too. Good morning, Blogs and
Everyday
Fiction.
Life with the Kelly girls. And Tuber Chat.
Good morning, Tuber Chat.
And yeah, that seems to be everybody so far.
Okay.
Hey, Reese Cup. I love Reese Cup too.
Okay, you wanna do this? Come on. Come on. Daddy got you. Daddy got the baby.
All right, so this morning I went and got us some coffee from McDonald's. Don't sleep on McDonald's coffee. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
And I realized that my attitude from yesterday carried over to today. Because yesterday when we went out, we had it was one of our days where we said, we just need to go home.
Yeah, it was a bad day.
Everything we tried to do just went
wrong. Went
completely
awry.
If you want to see, I'm a person, I get mad when people say, when things happen, it was the devil. Because sometimes I'd be like, everything ain't the devil. But yesterday,
it was God telling you, go
it
your
was the
ass
devil,
home.
and God said, y'all go home before one of y'all end up in jail.
Yeah, or regroup, or today is not the day for y'all to be out, fellas.
I knew it because I told Tramel, I was like, don't say a word. Let me handle this. And he was like, all right, I'm not going to say it because the rage inside of me raised up.
I was good yesterday, though.
Except when you call a woman on the phone.
Yeah, I called
the
her.
rage raised up in me.
No names. I just used curse words.
And I said, not today. I'm not going to allow this to get me that way. I'm going to stay calm. And I really had to find my inner peace. And I stayed calm. In the end, everything worked out the way it should have been. It's just to get to the end result was a hot ass mess.
Oh God, it was terrible. It was
and
horrible.
then today, when I just get coffee, and they tell me to pull over to the side and wait, the rage came right back. And I'm sitting in the car because Tramel knows how I get. So I pull up to the other window and I am sitting there having a whole... Now, I know they thought I was crazy because in the process, they hear Anita in the background praying. And I'm in the car having a literal fit by myself. So then when they came and passed me the coffee, I wouldn't, because see me, when I get mad at you, I won't even look at you. I'll just, I won't look in your direction. I'll just be like, and I took the coffee, and he's like, I'm sorry for the wait, have a nice day, and I'm just taking the coffee, and all you hear is my car tire pull off out of it.
Why? Because they took so long?
How do they tell you when you order in the app, pull over to the side and wait for coffee? There was no food involved. If it was food involved, fine. Maybe you have to fry a hash brown, or you got to get a biscuit together, or like you only want sausage and biscuit, so they got to fix it that way. I'm like, it's coffee.
Maybe they had to make a fresh pie.
Oh, that's what I said in the car. I was like, what are y'all, picking the beans from Colombia, grounding them up? What the hell? It's just coffee. And then I realized, I said, I'm in the same mindset from yesterday. Calm down. Because that was my reaction. Like, here we go again. I'm back at some place, and I placed the mobile order, and here we go. And I was like, for a coffee, because Dunkin' Donuts line was all the way out into the street. Literally all the way out into the street. So I was like, because everybody decided at that time of day to go get coffee. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to Dunkin' Donuts. I was listening to Anita, so I knew I didn't have time to go to the other Dunkin' Donuts because I knew I wouldn't make it back home in time. And he was asleep, so I was really planning on doing this by myself because I wasn't going to wake him up because I know he didn't feel good. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to have to, I said, I'll just go to McDonald's. I have a little coupon for 1 free coffee. I'll get my little free coffee, and then I'll add the other coffee. I only paid $2. And I'm like, you really can't be mad at that. But I was just like, that's how I knew that the frustration from yesterday was still there.
You know these fast food restaurants must be making
Frankly, pull over for 2 cups of coffee. No food, no nothing.
Did you hear what I said? These fast food restaurants and these restaurants, well, the restaurant industry, period, both fast food and otherwise, they must be racking up. I mean, because
especially out here,
we've lived here almost 9 months now, and I've never seen a line at the. We've never had to wait in line at any restaurant. But I mean, but it's on the flip side. It's a blessing because
it keeps them in business.
When this whole quarantine happened, we didn't have to wait in line to get into a grocery store or get into Walmart or something like that. But you do have to wait in line to go to McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken or somewhere like that, which we don't normally do. We don't normally eat fast food, but I think people are eating out more now than ever. You know, which is not a healthy thing, guys. Guys, stay away from these fast food restaurants because the food is processed. It's better to go home and make your own bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll than to go to one of these restaurants and get it. Number one, it's very expensive. They know that. They're monopolizing on that. And number two is, you know,
And it's like everywhere we go now.
Yeah.
Normally, when we first moved
the
here,
lines are horrible.
like Trumel
The
said,
service is horrible.
We really don't eat fast food the way we really don't eat it now. It's just once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
We'll decide, oh, I want nuggets from Wendy's, or I want this from McDonald's, or I want this from there.
Yeah.
Because most of the time we cooking.
Yeah, we love
just
to cook.
because when we were eating fast food all the time, it was either wrong, it was nasty, it wasn't done right. But I ain't gonna lie, I can't lie. Since this pandemic, honestly, I have not got any nasty food from any fast food restaurant we go to. It's all fresh. It's all whatever they doing now. When everything open back up, they need to keep doing because the food is hot.
Yes.
The food is fresh.
Yes.
It don't taste like it been sitting there for 10 days like it normally did. Everything is much fresher than it was before, and that's because they can't leave it sitting there like they did before. But when we first moved here, because you know we always say it's more cows and chickens up here than it is people, and we never had to wait in line. Like I don't care where you went, any restaurant you went to, you could just pull up, be at the thing, they pass you your food. And now
It's like
a line of 20 people anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts. The line was ridiculous.
Even when you use
because
the
that's where
apps.
I wanted to go, because I knew his sugar was low and I was going to get a donut for him. But the line for Dunkin' Donuts was literally out of the parking lot into the street.
Yeah.
So even going to McDonald's, because they're side by side, I had to like sit in the line for Dunkin' Donuts and wait for it to move before I could turn into McDonald's. Then when I drove past, I said, okay, I'm not going to Dunkin' Donuts, because the line was long because I had to go to a different store. I said that I'm going to McDonald's because there was nobody there. Well, of course, by the time I came back, someone said order the coffee in the app. So I ordered it because, you know, if you do the app order, once you get there, you hit I'm here, and then you could just go through the drive-thru and pick up your food, or go and sit and let them bring it to you. I'm not letting them bring me coffee. I could just go through the drive-thru, pick up something. And then I pull up at McDonald's, and I'm like, okay, where did these 30 people come from in 10 minutes?
You know he get cut the food. If I throw it, then I'm gonna have to throw it again.
Okay, well, you just gonna have to
I'm not gonna sit here and
well,
throw
then
this
give
thing.
it to him. He's gonna squeak it. Because
Y'all ever
that's
had
it.
that kid that don't want nobody? You got to give them your 100% attention, 100, like all day, every day. That's Jomel. He's sitting over here right now. He know.
Good morning,
now,
Michael.
mind you guys, he don't bother us. Well, yes, he do. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. He just like 100%. He has to have our attention. And Joseph
all
and I,
day long, unless we go to sleep.
it's like it's a kid. It's a baby. It's just like I'm telling y'all guys. If you are considering getting a puppy or a dog, just know this.
It's like having a child.
It's like having a child. It's the same thing as having a child. Now you gonna sit here and you gonna play that thing with him. Watch what happens.
That's fine.
So y'all hear this galloping like a horse through the house. That's because of Jomel. Because we got hardwood floors. We don't have no carpet. Praise Jesus. We ain't got no carpet. And so y'all hear him galloping. And now he wants to play. He always picks the craziest times to play.
Want to play. But anyway.
But yesterday, let me finish. Yesterday we started out. I had to go to the pharmacy and get my prescriptions. And so we had planned the thing out. And see, this is why you can't plan. We planned it out. We said, okay, I had a taste for a sandwich and I wanted something from Subway. So we, Joseph is like, well, are you gonna order it on the app? And I was like, yeah, why not? Because we had signed up for this little Subway app and so on, and we kept on every day. We get these little text messages saying that Subway is having this special. They had this special: buy one sandwich and both of them. You buy two sandwiches and they're $5 foot long. So we were like, okay, cool. We can get the sandwich we want. Went in there. I made my little sandwich. I had me a little turkey. What did I have? I had the Subway American Club sandwich. Got my little extra bacon on it and the whole nine. Joseph got his sandwich. But we figured we'd go to Walmart, and then we'd pick up. We placed the order while we were at Walmart, and then pick up our food, and then we can go right home. Oh Jesus, that turned out to be
a disaster.
A disaster. So we get to the Subway, and Joseph goes in to pick up the food, and the lady tells him we don't do mobile orders. Meanwhile,
there's a big old sign.
There's a great big old sign on the thing.
And they told me
order from the mobile app.
And the only mobile order they had was from Sarah. Now, how you don't do mobile apps, but you got one from Sarah, but you don't have mine.
So he comes out.
They told me to go to a whole different Subway that we just went past to get to them.
He comes out, he's heated, and then that makes me heated because he mad. And so
now he knew I was mad. He knew I was fuming on the inside.
Well, I was steaming already.
But I stayed calm.
I was steaming already,
I was like,
I was mad
don't
already.
worry about it, Tramel. I got this. And he's like, no. What happened? What happened? So when I told him what happened, he called the woman from his phone, from my phone. Because he was already on his phone heated about a whole nother situation, trying to get that together. Mm-hmm. He cursed this poor woman out so bad. I just ended up hanging up on her.
I cursed her out. I said, you're an imbecile. You're all of them. They're all imbeciles.
Yeah, I said, and after a couple of fuck yous and what the fuck
no,
did I
say
order?
That. I didn't say that. I used the F word, but I didn't say F you.
Then I just hung up because she was trying to keep it together, and I said, let me just hang up the phone now because it was going through the call. So I said, let me just hang up the phone now before he gets her heated and I have to come back. Because if I come back mad, it ain't going to be, I'm going to go to jail. Because I already knew me. I would have turned the whole Subway completely out. So I said,
he said,
I went to the other Subway. I went to the other Subway. I told him stay in the car because I already know. I already saw what he was capable of when we went to Walgreens.
I can turn a store out, child.
I said, okay, let me not let him go in here. Let me, because I can keep my calm. I said, and if his bipolar kicking, honey, it's not going to be good. So I go in the other Subways. I started out. I said, can you just tell me if you have a mobile order for me? I told him what happened. He was like, no, sir, I'm sorry. I said, well, can you call the other one before I go to that one? Because it's 3. And I said, do you have the number? Can you call him and see before I go? This is where he pissed me off. Oh, I can't do that. I said, you know what? Well, you could go. I said, I just looked at him. I didn't say nothing. And I just turned around and walked out of the store. I told you now. I said, give me my phone. So I called the other one. He was like, no, sir, I didn't get no mobile orders all day. I'm like, okay, well, one of these 3 Subways is lying because somebody took my money and he was like, just go back to the one that the app said because they have
almost there where I was. Why didn't you just go there?
He said they have to honor it because the app is telling you it's there. That's all you had to tell me. So we went back. The line now is out the door. And, of course, there's social distancing. So Tramel goes in and stands to the side. He's like, I'm not standing here, just go over there. But I knew why I wanted to stand there because the girl that I went to was the one that told me all the stuff in the first place. So I was very polite. I said, ma'am. I went to one and called the other. Nobody has the mobile order. I said, Tramel, come here. Show her your phone. I said, look. It says your store has it. I said, look at my credit card. We paid for it. So one of 2 things need to happen. Either you need to give me my money back some way, somehow, or else you need to make these 2 sandwiches and let me go about my business. Oh, we don't have it and we don't know if you paid for it. I said, look at my phone. It says it took the money at $12.58. That's not magic. I can't magically make up a bank thing in my phone. I said his phone shows the entire order of what we ordered. So, of course, it takes the other girl. I guess she's the assistant manager. She told her
I was going to punch her in her face because she was sitting up there trying to make it seem like we was lying. And I had
the one I was talking to,
yeah,
right?
she's talking, well, it's lying.
I don't know if you paid for it or, okay, well, here's it right here.
I wanted to punch her in her throat.
So then her whole story
changed
when she went and got the blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. And she was like, well, if it shows that they paid and it shows that they ordered it, it's supposed to be here and we don't have it, let me call the manager and see what he wants us to do. The manager was like, well, if they have proof that all of that happened, make their food and send them home. So they made the sandwiches the way we wanted. They did everything. Then they gave us 2 coupons for free 6-inch sandwiches. He has a fit. I'm not never going back there again.
Ever. We had this conversation. We just had this conversation yesterday morning.
I said, well, it can't be at any other Subway but theirs because that's the... I don't care. We might as well throw them in the garbage because I'm never going back.
You can, and he can go and get a sandwich from Subway. I won't. And he knows that. He knows that
Monica, I would, because he's serious. He ain't never going to go back.
I'm never going to go back.
But it's just to that particular Subway.
No, I'm never going to Subway, period.
He
anymore.
I will.
I would never go into Subway.
I'll go to the other one. I ain't going to that one.
I will have to be on the cusp of dying of starvation before I go into Subway. I will never go in there again, ever again. Once you, as a business person, and this is, I'm telling you guys, if we hold strong to this with any business owner that you deal with, once you put a bad taste in my mouth for your business, I'm done. It ain't no second chances when it comes to me spending my money. You ain't gonna just give me any old thing. And you're not just gonna just treat me any old kind of way. That's what you're in the business of. If you're in the business, if you have a business like a store or a department store or what have you, you're in the business of dealing with the consumer, and with that comes good customer service. If you ain't got no good customer service, you don't have to worry about me. Now, as much as I love Subway, I can go to the store, get me some lettuce, tomatoes, some bacon, some ham, some turkey, and I can get me some mayonnaise, and I can even get me a French roll and make my own damn Subway sandwich. But you can best believe that I will never go on Subway again. No, I won't. You know I won't.
No, Leo, no, I'm serious when I say that. He really has been medically diagnosed with bipolar. So when I know that if I get too, like, for me to go to 100, Tramel has to be. No, he has to be calm. Like if Tramel is calm like this and I get mad, then I know he'll stay calm.
I just want him to go with me just one time.
I know he'll stay calm because his main concern is going to be the calm.
You know you want to get bipolar with me.
But if both of us go to 100 and we have an argument, that's not a thing, and it don't pay for. I mean, if one of us gonna get locked up for acting the fool, then the other one can get him out. But it ain't gonna work if both of us sitting in jail. That's just not gonna be the case.
Y'all know why he barking? Y'all know why Jomel barking? He just his little y'all. Excuse my language. Jomel balls just dropped.
Yes, and I can't wait till tomorrow morning.
I can't wait. His little balls done dropped, and now he want to hump. He want to dry hump on everything, and now he's trying to hump on my foot. He been trying to straddle me for the past 2 days. All day yesterday. He was trying to straddle me, I don't know what it is about my leg.
No, he tried it on my feet. The other day, or my arm while I was laying in the bed.
But he been trying to straddle me, or I don't know what it is. I guess he's just attracted to the deep dark chocolate, whatever. But he is going tomorrow to get them little things chopped right off. And you humane society people, you people that's cruelty, think that we being cruel, you deal with a dog. They ain't got no.
They don't think that's cool. They tell you to.
Some people do.
Well, no.
Some people think it's cool that
Peter
you have your dog spayed and neutered.
The Humane Society tells you to get them spayed. They'll do it if the dog is in there.
Yeah.
Or the cat.
Excuse me, but we being responsible pet owners, because we ain't listen.
He ain't mating with nobody.
We were considering getting a girl and a boy, and we decided that would not be a good thing for us because number one, I'm 52 years old. I got diabetes. I got neuropathy. I can't. It's very difficult for us to get out there and walk one dog, let alone have a dog in here getting pregnant and having to take care of 6 or 7.
It prevents them from getting a lot of cancers and tumors, and like females get the tumors and the boys get cancer. So he will be fixed tomorrow. They text me this morning. Matter of fact, when I was on my way to the store, I got a text from them saying, "Type yes to confirm Jomel's appointment." I put it in capital letters, YES.
Hopefully it will calm him. Well, no, I don't hope. I hope it don't calm him down, because you know what? As much as we complain about him being this way, You know, a happy, energetic dog is a happy dog, and he is full of energy.
His teeth pulled.
Yeah, he's getting his teeth pulled too.
Double teeth like his daddy had, allegedly. That's what I was told by the breeder. And the bottom 2 canines fell out, but the top 2 are still there behind the big ones. So they said they're going to pull them at the same time they do the neuter because they don't have to put him back to sleep.
But see, he ain't one of them dogs that he talk back. He's just like one of them little kids that talk back. If you yell at him or if you say something to him,
he bark right back at you.
He talk back to you.
And if I act like I'm going to hit him, he swat right back at me.
Yeah. He's very that. I think he was here before as a child. He was here. Jomel been here before a child. He been here.
He was here something.
I don't know what he was. I don't know if he was a little badass little kid. I think he was a little badass little kid. At
Probably.
one time. That was here before. Cause he is like I ain't never had a dog like this before.
I did, and I think
I ain't never had no dog.
I swear if Cheyenne passed away, because unfortunately I had to give her to somebody when I ended up having to move back and I got sick and I couldn't keep her, I swear this is her reincarnated because he acts just like her.
Cause Cheyenne used to lick the insides of your slippers.
No, she used to. No,
this
she
dog
used to
licks the insides of my slippers, so when I get up to put my slippers on, my feet are soaking wet. My feet are soaking wet. Even when I'm in, I don't know what it is. Jomel, I don't know what it is with me, but he just tends to just do things, and I'm like, Jomel, why are you doing that? Yesterday, I was laying in the bed, and he was trying to get my feet from up under the covers.
Hey, brown girl, Bella.
He crazy. He crazy. That's him now. That's him barking. Because he wants you to play with him, and you ain't playing right.
Well, no, because I took the other one and pushed it under the couch.
Is that what he was trying to get from
That's what he's trying to get because he realized it's under there. So he went and got the rope. I made because I knew he would get something different that he couldn't squeak while we were talking.
Y'all pray for us that God cover us, that the Lord cover us, and just an abundance of patience.
Well, I do. Tremella's the one that loses it. Sometimes, like last night, I was already mad. Because he decides, because he can't find the remote control, he's just going to turn the TV off, turn out the light, and leave me in the dark.
My bipolar.
And I'm like, because you can't find a remote, nobody can watch TV.
I turned the goddamn TV off. I said, good night, and went to sleep.
And like, you can't find a remote, I'm supposed to see in the dark, and not what? So I'm like, turn on the light.
But then,
I'm hooked to my dialysis machine.
Right.
So it's not like I can really move all around the room.
Which I love.
I can only move a certain distance around the room. So now I'm pissed. Because now I got to get up. Did I have my thing on?
Yes.
I had my...
No, you ain't have your mask on yet.
Oh, I don't even remember. I was pissed. I was like, you know what? Let me get up and look for this remote control. Because we was on the phone, so we had the remote because we muted the TV. And I'm like, okay, what did you do with the remote control? Because I tell you, Tremelka had the remote, and in 5 seconds, he don't know where the hell he put it. So I'm sitting there like,
right here, child.
The remote control was just on the bed. Jomel, that's one thing about him. He don't mess with like remotes and stuff like that. So it's not even, I couldn't even say,
slippers.
Right, like sock. If it was a sock missing, he took it. It's somewhere under the bed or somewhere. Or your slipper missing, he done took it in another room, in the bathroom, downstairs, whatever. But he don't mess with like electronics. So I'm like, where is this remote control? He done looked, leave it to him. He looked all over the room first, and he didn't find it. So in my mind, I'm like, I know this remote control is here somewhere. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here in the dark because you mad because you can't find the remote control. So I got up. I looked under the bed. I already looked under the bed. It ain't under the bed.
He had me all on the floor looking under the bed. I'm all on the floor looking under the bed for the remote saying,
so I do it myself because I know Trebell. Just like he say, I don't look for stuff. He'll look for shit. It'll be right in his face and he won't see it. Me, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna look for it because in my mind, I shouldn't have to look for it.
Because he's a male chauvinist.
I feel like I shouldn't have to look for it. It should be in the last place.
He's a male chauvinist pig, y'all.
So that's why I don't really look. Like if he tells me, oh, it's here and I don't see it, I'm not looking no place else.
But he'll lie to me and say, I looked already.
It because you put it wherever it's at.
No, he don't say that. He'll tell me I looked already.
I don't say that, but in my mind, if he says it's on the couch, if I look on the couch and don't see it, I'm not looking in between the pillows and all of that. No. If the last place I left
my responsibility
is on the table and now it's not there, then you figure out where you put it, because I'm not going to look for it. That's how I feel. So I'm pissed, because now I got to really get up and walk around the room. And all y'all are asked, thank God I didn't have a blood clot. But they told me that because it's not the dialysis, because at first they thought it was the dialysis, I wasn't getting proper dialysis, so that's why it's swole. But they told me they think that it might be lymphedema.
I hope it's not that. I really hope it's not that.
But, you know, you can say what you want.
I hope the swelling goes down.
I know God can fix whatever's wrong,
yes,
so I'm not worried about that.
He can.
But
y'all gonna hear that in a minute. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in a minute.
But, so now my foot swole. It don't hurt or nothing. But I'm mad because now, by me laying down and not being on it, you know, the pressure, I can feel the pressure. So I'm like, I don't believe he's making me. The first place that I looked for the remote, guess I found it. I looked at him and I just threw the remote on the bed. So now he mad. Now he really pissed. So now
I ain't say nothing.
I'm saying he was really pissed then, because he looked there and didn't see. He picked up the wrong remote when he looked where I found the remote on the table. So I looked at him and said, and threw it on the bed. So now I got to get myself all comfortable and prop myself back up so I can put on the CPAP machine and then get all the wiring from the dialysis machine on the side of the bed.
It ain't all a whole bunch of wires. Just one.
I had to get myself back situated because I was already situated the way I wanted to be. So then now he gonna act like a little kid. He ain't gonna touch the remote and turn on the TV. So I turned the TV back on. So now he mad. Now he's so mad. He goes, "Is that even the right remote? Really? You think I got the wrong remote?" So I put the remote in his face and I'm holding it like this. I say, "Do it look right to you?"
I want to beat him in the face with that remote. But guess what, y'all? He ain't even finished telling us what happened after that. Somebody fell asleep. Not even
because I can't sleep without.
He fell asleep.
I fell asleep 5 minutes after I put the CPAP machine on, and I was out.
Monica will tell you, we was on the phone with Monica right before we lost the remote control. Joseph will fall asleep.
And that's why Monica should know I was
like
really mad, because she already saw it. He was talking to Monica, and he had showed her that I was sleeping. So now, if I was already asleep, and then he turns everything out, and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to be wide awake. Because for some reason, I have to sleep with the TV on. If the TV's not on, I won't be able to sleep. But if you turn it off while I'm asleep, I'll stay asleep. But to go to sleep, I have to have the TV on. He was pissed. I don't know what he did after I fell asleep. Because after that,
I went to sleep.
I didn't care.
I went to sleep.
Then he's sitting there mad watching TV.
I wasn't even watching.
And I started to really egg him on and said, "You was watching Superman versus Batman."
And I can't stand that movie.
And I was like, I was about to say, "Close your eyes and go to sleep. Don't look at the TV."
I can't stand that movie. That's why I don't like Batman no more. I will never watch Batman no more. See, I'm one of them people now. You know, bipolar disorder, y'all. Bipolar disorder take you through so many psychological changes. I won't even watch Batman no more because Batman killed Superman. I feel like that was wrong of him to do that.
No,
he shouldn't have did
Superman.
that. Huh?
He didn't kill Superman.
He didn't?
No.
Who did? Who killed him?
Doomsday killed Superman.
I thought it was Batman.
No.
Okay, well then I can watch Batman again.
Because at the end, Wonder Woman came. That was the first.
I remember Wonder Woman bringing him back alive. In
No, she. Right. No, not in her movie. In the Justice League, but Doomsday killed Superman.
Well, see, I got to
Batman was trying to kill him, and when Batman.
Who was Doomsday?
See, you didn't watch the whole thing.
See, my husband just started bringing me up on this Marvel Comics thing, and I love it. I love the trilogy.
This one is DC, not Marvel.
Oh, it's not Marvel. Okay, I love all the superhero movies. I love them all. Like, I love Man of Steel. I like the X-Men. I like the Avengers and the Justice League. And I love all of them. I love all of them. And so now I'm starting to come up on it. I was so upset when I found out that I thought Batman killed Superman.
Right, Brown Bella Girl. He gotta watch it again because
I gotta watch it again.
Was Batman killed? No,
I was ready to go out and punch Batman in his face for killing Superman. No, you did not kill. How dare you kill Superman?
What happened was when he was about to kill Superman, and I never realized this from the comics. Superman says save Martha because they had his mother, but when he said that, Batman when he asked who it was and he said it was his mother, Batman felt bad because that was Batman's mother's name, and you know she got killed when he was a kid.
Right.
So because they shared that in common, Batman didn't kill him.
Leave me alone.
Batman didn't kill him because they shared that in common. It was Doomsday when all three of them, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, was fighting. Doomsday killed Superman.
I don't even know who Doomsday is. See, now I got to find out who that is. See, I grew up reading comic books, and so comic books are totally different than these movies and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people don't know of that Wonder Woman. I mean, who was it? Rogue killed Wonder Woman at one time. Remember Rogue killed
That's
Wonder
when
Woman?
they did that.
In the comic book world, Rogue killed Wonder Woman.
That's when they did the DC comic versus the Marvel comic.
Right. See, everything is like so mixed up to me. It's the only trilogy I know is I know the Transformers. The Transformers used to be my show child. I wish I could be a Transformer. If I was a Transformer, I'd be Optimus Prime in a minute. Or maybe Bumblebee. Maybe I'll be Bumblebee. You think I could be Bumblebee?
Yeah, he seems to live all the time.
But see, Bumblebee can't talk though.
And you need to be Bumblebee.
You need to be Bumblebee. But y'all, listen. I got a testimony for y'all, because listen, we talked about this on Friday, and y'all know and y'all know I don't usually do that. I don't have nothing against people that are into the word and stuff like that. I'm not into the word like that. My relationship with God ain't like that. My relationship with God is 24 hours, 7 days a week. I can start talking to Jesus right now. God is in the room right now, y'all. So we talked about this on Friday, and thank you so much, y'all, for all the positive messages that y'all sent me about my message that I gave y'all on Friday. But I'm getting ready to give y'all another testimony. I'm gonna tell y'all don't know how God works. If you don't know how God works, then you gonna know. You gonna know by this testimony. You gonna know by the many testimonies that you hear after this. Let me tell y'all something. I have been insulin free for 6 months, right? It's been 6 months. I've not been able to get my insulin, and we had this conversation on Friday simply because I could not afford it. One of my insulins is $240 a month. The other one is $117 a month. I'm on a fixed income. There's no way I can afford to pay that. That's almost $300 a month for just my insulin alone. And when this first happened, I said, "What am I going to do? What am I going to do?" And my husband and I, my husband was trying to help me, and he was trying to keep me positive. I was tearing up the house. One day I just went on a tangent and just was just angry, period. And my husband sat here and he put up with me just being angry about the fact that I couldn't get my medication. Meanwhile, you have these people walking around here that ain't never had a job in their life, that don't have no intention on getting a job, getting all these services that I'm not eligible for because they say I get too much money. And so this is my testimony. I just said, my husband just kept on saying, "Shamel, you know how faith is. You know how your faith is. Just put it in God's hands and know that God is gonna make you okay." For the past 6 months, guys, I have been living without taking not only my diabetes medication, my oral medication, but my insulin, which is supposed to be pivotal to me. My life, period. And I've had my ups and downs. I've had my spikes. My A1C is not good. It's not as good as it used to be. But I'm still here. And Joseph and I we had applied for Medicaid, and we weren't eligible for that. They said we were. I think we were something like $1,000 over the maximum or something like that. And so that wasn't going to help us, but God will put people in your life. This is how God works. He will put people in your life that will just look at you and know what type of person you are, how good a person you are. This caseworker who she didn't have to care about us. She didn't have to care about us.
And her main concern was Jamel.
She was it was so on her heart that I couldn't get my medication. She said, "Well, we're gonna do everything we can to try to get you this Medicaid. We're gonna do everything we can." And We tried, we applied, they denied us. We applied, they denied us. We reapplied, they denied us again. This time, we applied again.
She said, well, maybe if I use Joseph first because he has the kidney issue, that they'll say yes. And then because we're married, they automatically have to take Tramel.
Right.
Because with her putting him first, they kept saying no, no, no. So she turned around and she's like, she said, I'm gonna send y'all something to sign it so I can sign off for y'all. And we did everything she asked and we sent it back to her. And normally it takes like 45 days.
Now, in the meantime, guys, I could have died. Honestly, I could. According to medical terms, I'm supposed to be dead. I'm supposed to be dead.
And his insurance wouldn't even give
my
him
insurance
that
wasn't
CGM
covering
device
nothing.
That tells you
I couldn't
when
even
he don't
test
have
my
to prick his
sugar.
finger. The strips for his sugar was like $1 a pack,
$1
a strip.
Yeah.
And the lowest pack they had was $50, $50 to $100 to $200. So I'm sitting here like losing my mind, like, okay, well, we just won't do this and we'll won't
And I'm
do
like,
that.
no, we can't do
Because
that.
when both of us got a check once a month, like honestly, both our checks equal what I used to make at work in 2 weeks.
Right.
So for them to start telling us, and it's really me, I'm the cause, because I used to yell at them for myself in the beginning before like the Kidney Foundation took over and started doing stuff for me.
That's how
I'm
God
like,
works.
so y'all are penalizing me because I have real good jobs. Like honestly, I didn't even know, and I'm being honest. When you don't look at how much money you make a year, you just know that your bank account is fat and you got money all the time. Honest to God, I didn't know I was making $70,000 and $80,000 a year. I did not know that. And I'm not even gonna lie, I did not know that. So, in all honesty, I get more being disabled than I would if I retired, and that's sad. But it's the truth.
It is.
Because when I had to go on Social Security and looked at it, I said, this don't make sense that I get more for now being disabled than I do. Because once you on dialysis, you're legally declared disabled. So I'm like, so y'all are penalizing me because when I was a black man with a good job that y'all all complain about that we don't want to work. So now you penalizing me because I had a good job so I can't get the things that I should be able to get normally because my job paid me too much money.
Right.
That made absolutely no sense to me. But if I never had a job or if I had mediocre jobs, y'all would just throw everything at me just because.
Yeah.
It did not make sense to me.
See, if you ain't never had no job, and this is what people don't understand. If you don't know this in this country, if you've worked all your life and you become disabled, and I tell people this all the time, don't ever become disabled. Don't ever become disabled. You see these commercials on TV that tell you if you have this illness, we can help you. We can make sure that you get a disability. Don't ever become disabled.
They fail to tell you that if you had good jobs all your life,
you ain't getting nothing.
But
now,
your check.
if you ain't never worked your whole a day in your life and you've been a bum all your life,
you get everything.
All you got to do is go to a psychiatrist and tell a psychiatrist that you crazy as hell.
And you get everything.
As long as you don't tell them you committed suicide, they ain't gonna put you in the hospital. But all you got to do is tell them you crazy as hell, and they'll give you a check.
Hey, Mary.
They'll give you an SSI check, and you'll be able to get Medicaid. You'll be able to get the maximum benefits in Medicaid. You'll be able to get the maximum benefits in food stamps. You'll be able to get the maximum in anything. You can walk in in this country right now. The best insurance to have is Medicaid. The best insurance to have is Medicaid, and that's sad because your Medicaid. The Medicaid that you get, you bums that ain't never worked a day in your life, is off the backs of everybody. Not only me,
we all.
And I'm not working no more, but it's off the working class people.
And then when we need it, we can't get it.
Y'all sitting up here fighting about the Mexicans and this race and all this other stuff. Y'all sitting up here fighting over. This is what we need to be fighting over. And see, this is the thing I keep telling us as black people. We need to be informed. We need to learn how to inform ourselves on what we need to do to evolve. Because this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But let me get back to what I was saying. The caseworker, she cared enough, and in the midst of this, she was trying to help me. She helped me. She was so upset because I couldn't get my medication, and so she sent me to this organization. This organization would help me, help me get my insulin, but they would only do it once. They only do it once a year. and they were only able to give me a certain threshold amount to get my insulin. So like one of my insulins is like $4,800, the actual price before, you know, the discounts, before insurance or anything like that. And they paid, this organization paid the full price of what my insulin was, and it was only for one pen.
Hey,
one
Coach.
pen, and that pen lasted me for
Hey,
30
Coach
days, and
Shane.
after that I didn't have no more insulin. So guys, this is what God will do. God will place people in your life. God will place people in your life that will save you. And that's what God did for me. I'm not gonna. We just got a letter in the mail yesterday. We just got a letter in the mail
We
yesterday,
got
and
two.
they told us.
Actually, we got
Two
one
letters in the mail yesterday, and they told us.
saying that we didn't qualify.
They said that you qualify for extra help. They said you qualify for extra help, and you don't have to pay any more than $9 for your medication. And y'all don't know what a blessing that was for me. Y'all just don't know what a blessing that was for me, because I'm telling you, I'm like sitting here, like trying to take care of myself with a disease that my ancestors, my father, my uncle, I watched my grandfather, I watched my great-grandfather, I watched so many my aunt just died. I just watched so many family members die from diabetes. I watched so many family members lose their limbs from this disease, and I am still here. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That's more powerful than anything. That's more powerful than anything. If you don't take nothing away from today, understand this, that when you ask God for something, He's going to give it to you. You just have to wait. His time is not our time.
And who told you that?
His time is not our time, guys. And all you have to do is have that faith. It just takes that one little, just a little bit of faith. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to have a spiritual advisor. You don't need all of that. Just speak it with your mouth and let it be genuine on your heart. And I'm telling you, there's nothing in this world that you can't do. There's nothing in this world that you can't have. That's what God does. God sends people like Blogs and Fiction, like Anita, like Monica, like Wanston, like Leo, like everybody that's sitting here on this platform watching us right now. God puts people like y'all in our lives to keep us encouraged, to keep us positive. There's so many people out here right now that have my condition, that deal with bipolar disorder, that aren't able to get their medication, that's not able to take that don't take their medication because their mind has gone that far. It's gone far beyond that. And for me to be in the place that I'm in, man, y'all just don't know. These ain't tears. This ain't tears of sadness or anger or frustration. These are tears of happiness. These are tears of happiness. Okay. And that's what it's always been like. I look back on all the terrible, horrible, tragic things that happened to me in my life and realize and understand that God has sustained me. And that's why I'm blessed today. That's why I'm blessed.
And it's hard to keep positive, because it's like I tried to keep him positive, and bang, I pop up with a stroke. So I'm like, okay, God, I'm confused. Did you put us together so we could have like 5 minutes of happiness and then I'm gonna die and he gonna die? I don't believe that. You didn't put us back together to kill us both. That just didn't make sense to me. So I would have to be the positive one. He would go, he had that day where he was just like, he blanked me. He said that I don't care and I don't never ask, and I don't, because in my mind, I knew everything was going to be okay. I don't know how God worked for me. And I had to learn to be patient. Because if I say it today, I expect God to deliver in 15, 20 minutes. I don't want to wait. But because of what happened to me 4 years ago, and I see how God, it was a process, I have to learn to trust the process. I have to learn to trust the process that it's going to work. So yes, it was a process. And as much as I said, Travell, don't worry about it. It'll be okay. You're going to get your medicine. He's like, but you don't understand. I said, I do understand, but you're going to be okay. And I kept saying that. And sometimes I was sitting there going, okay, God, you got to do something. I can't just keep trying to keep him uplifted and positive and nothing's happening. Like, you got to do something. You got to send a sign. You got to send an app, do something to help me here, because me talking ain't working. They gave him the free medicine. I said, okay, that'll work, because now you gave him a little bit more faith that something's positive is going on, and then people are telling him avenues he already went, so he's getting frustrated. Then people are telling us to lie and say we're not married, because a lot of it has to do with me. A lot of it, because of my check, a lot of it has to do with me. It's because of me why we make too much money. So, of course, I'm sitting there feeling bad, like, well, damn, it makes you feel bad in a way that you had a good job. Because it's like, well, if it wasn't for me marrying him, and then people are, oh, well, y'all just get divorced, or y'all lie and say y'all, and I'm like, we're not lying, we're not doing that, because then if we get busted, then what happens? Then we both get kicked off at a little bit of whatever we have, and then what happens after that? So we just did what we had to do. And we got the letter we needed to get. When they put me first, they said approved. So now he could get all his medicine, he could get his CGM device, everything that he was trying to get, everything that he wanted to get to control his diabetes better, he now can get. His insulin, if it even costs anything, will only cost about $1.30. That's nothing, honey. I can go work that out on the corner. So, it is a very, very,
y'all don't understand why I'm crying. Y'all,
I know why you crying.
This didn't happen for no reason whatsoever. This didn't happen, and I'm not just talking about my testimony, but this didn't happen for no reason whatsoever. We started this platform 2 years ago. We started doing this 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, we didn't know what it was going to do. I mean, I started it because my husband was sitting in dialysis. And I used to sit in the car for 4 hours and wait for him. And I used to sit there and I used to talk to my friends on Facebook Live. And look at where it is now.
This was all his idea.
Look at where it is now. It's like, I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm just, I can't. I'm not a crier. And I'm here crying.
See, and then y'all wonder why I married him? Because this wasn't the man I knew 20 years ago. This is the man that came back to me 18 years later. I have to say 20 now because it's been 20 years.
Jesus.
But really, when we got back together, it was 18.
Oh, Jesus.
But this is the man that came back to me 18 years ago that I didn't know then. So when I saw this person, I was like, wow, this person is brand new. Like, he's emotional. He's just a different person. All the arrogance, but it turned me on about Tramel before. But it was gone. It was a more humble person, a more lovable person than I knew before. And I was like, okay, well, see, now you're making me cry. I was like, well, let me give this man a chance. Because I wanted to give the other man a chance. But this man, I think me and him will work. And I'm glad I did.
Listen, y'all.
Monica said you got her crying.
And this is what I was saying yesterday. You can make all the mistakes in your life. You can make all the mistakes in the world. But understand this. When you learn something from it, that's the most important thing. God will reveal things to you that you would not believe. Sometimes he make you stand in your own shit. Sometimes he makes you see your truth for what it really is. And when you're able to see your truth for what it really is, when you are able to accept yourself, good, bad, ugly, mistakes and all, and learn from them, these are the things that he will do for you when you need him. These are the things that he will do. Now, if you continue to make the mistakes and to be negative and so on, then that's what you're going to get. But if you weather through all these things, trust me when I tell you, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's success at the end of that failure. Y'all gotta know that. Y'all gotta understand that. That's the reason why we come on every single morning and we give you what we give you. It's like Blogs and Fiction said. We try to give you everything that you need to bring you through that day. And then some. But you gotta believe it. You can't just sit here and watch us just because you think that we're comical. You got to get the message. Y'all got to get the message.
Tyrone said you got him crying like a white woman in church.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
You got all of them crying.
I'm not a crier.
You got Crystal crying at work.
Y'all know I'm
you
not
got
a
Monica
crier.
sitting home
I'm
crying.
not a crier, y'all know.
I know Blogs and Fiction is crying. I know that.
I'm not, y'all. It's crying is something that's that has always been something very difficult for me to cry about. And it's because of some of the things that I've weathered through. When you've cried all your life, sometimes the tears, it's just very difficult for the tears to be there.
This one I have to act like my daddy and my brother and be a preacher. Because see, sometimes when you think about the goodness of Jesus, all you can do is cry. That's it.
That's it.
Ain't nothing to say, ain't nothing to do,
That's
but
it.
just sit there and bask in the glory and the love and cry. That's all it takes. That's what I was telling y'all about church. When you see those people just sitting there rocking and crying, all they thinking about is the goodness of Jesus. It ain't a sad cry. It's a good cry.
Somebody didn't want me to get up this morning and give y'all this message. Somebody wanted me to
sure
stay in the
was
bed
knocked
this
out
morning. But for some reason, I don't know what it was, but I got the strength up and I was weak when I got up this morning because my blood sugar was below 70. But somehow I got up and I got the strength to get dressed and get up and tell y'all what I just told you.
Because I wasn't going to wake him up.
He was going to do it by himself. And he said to me several times, are you sure you want to do this? Because I know you don't feel well. I'm like, I have to. And that's all I could say. I have never been compelled to be on this platform. This platform is my life. It's my life. It's become both of our lives. For some reason, it has consumed us. We don't even watch TV anymore. We watch YouTube.
And I couldn't stand doing it at one point.
He couldn't stand doing it. He couldn't stand when I put the camera on him. But now, look, we don't do nothing but talk about what we do, what we're going to do, what we've seen from the other people on our TBT squad, the love that we have amongst one another, the love that we have amongst one another, and that's it. That's all we've been, ever since we met Monica, that's all we've been doing. Monica is like, I don't know. She's an angel to us. She's an angel. And you know, I don't know. Did you start watching Monica first? Or was it me? Joseph started watching Monica first, and he was saying, Jamel, you got to watch this girl on YouTube. Her family is the cutest thing. And I said, you know, what's so unique about it? He's like, well, you know, she does mukbangs with her kids, and you know, you don't see that in the mukbang world. You don't see that.
And what drew me to Monica, being honest, was actually how the whole thing happened was I was watching Surprise Around the Corner's video. And I saw Monica had commented, and just her name alone, I said, MJ&J Family Mukbang. Let me see if she make videos. So I went to her page, and I watched her videos, and I'm not gonna lie, Jamel and Jayla reminded me of me and my sister when we were young. Like they acted just like me and Tracy. I even told Tracy, I said, you have to watch this. I said, it's like watching me and you as kids.
Well, Monica said her children ain't nothing but the devil. Well,
No, but I'm saying they look like me and Tracy when we were little. They act like me. Like Jayla does the same thing Tracy did. Jayla will sit and scream at him, and as soon as he walk away, where's my brother? My sister did the same thing. And it was just, I was compelled because of, and then Jayla was the one that really did it because when Monica say your name, she tell her no. And I'm like, I love this little girl's attitude. So I started watching, and then I told you, I said, Tramel, you gotta watch her. I said, her kids, I love them. I was like, and I always tell Monica that. I was like, you gotta keep your kids. I said, because your kids, like, it's real. It's real.
Especially
if they sat there and was like, yes, mommy, and ate their food proper, to me, it would be fake. It would be phony, and I wouldn't want to watch it. But because it's real, that's what drew me into Monica. And then Monica watched one of our videos, and when she commented, like, I got happy. I was like, oh my God, she commented on our video. And then I saw she subscribed, and I was like excited.
She didn't even know that we were
like it was B-Love joining out, you know,
yeah.
Because you never know what you're doing for somebody in the background. So it doesn't matter how large your platform is or how small. I'm sitting here excited because I saw that she joined and she commented on one of our videos. Like, if B-Love did it, and I'm like, oh my God, Tramel, she joined our page. And then we just started talking. We just started talking back and forth. I started commenting on her video. She started commenting on ours. And it just went from there. So you never know what a person, like Monica never knew that. She just found that out right now watching this. How I felt when she made comments and stuff on our videos. Like I was like, oh wow. Like I was really kind of starstruck. Like she took the time to watch our videos. And she actually made a comment, and then she joined our page. And Tramel, tell you, you know me, I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you in a minute. It's garbage, it's whatever. I'm like Monica said this morning, I do active listening, and like Winston said, I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and I don't care about it. So it was just some things are just meant to be. And how Winston and Leo came into the picture, because Monica was like, y'all need to watch them. Y'all would make y'all need to do a collaboration. So because I had never seen Winston and Leo. So when she said it, I was watching her live and she said it because I commented. So I went and joined both their pages. And then I saw them together and I was laughing. I said, oh my God, they funny like me and Tramel. And then I was like, they kind of look like me and Tramel because one is light, one is dark. It was like, wow. And then when I found out they were married, I was like, okay, you know, because we don't never see put in the comments. The Love Kings can put in the comments. Winston Leo can put in the comments. We don't never see anybody like us. We don't never really see two black married men doing something like this. That's what drew the Love Kings to us, because they saw that we were married and they saw that we were two black men, and they saw that, you know, they liked us, they saw the love in us, and they support us through everything. So it's like, you never know who God puts in your arena, and sometimes it ain't always gonna be what it's supposed to be. But as long as you can get through that part, it'll all work out the way it's supposed to work out. And that's what I was telling him when he was going through his thing. I'm like, okay, you gonna be fine. No, but yes, your worldly self is telling you, if I don't get what I need, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. But your spirit has to kick in and say, God got me. Until God fixed this, he ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. Yeah, my sugar might go a little high, but he fixed it. Yeah, and you know, I would get mad at him, low key. Because I'm like, okay, you ain't got no insulin, but you sit here and eat ice cream. But I'm not going to sit and constantly tell somebody don't do something when I know 9 times out of 10 you probably doing it because you mad and like, well, if I'm going out in style. Because I know that's how I would be thinking. When I've gone on diets before and I got frustrated and I decided to eat whatever the hell I want as much as I want, that's what was in my head. I'm like, well, if I'm going to die from being fat, I'm going to go out in style. At least I can say I ate like a king. But then you come to that realization that Okay, what am I doing? Let me wrap this up and get this back together. Like Blog said yesterday when she was doing her celebration for everybody doing her challenge. If you fall off, just get back on. But don't fall off and stay off, because then you defeated your whole purpose to begin with. Because then now you got to find the necessary encouragement and strength to start all over again.
I think Jomel is trying to have sex with me.
Child. That's what he does.
Oh my Jesus. It's overwhelming. Oh my Lord.
Thank you, Mary. Enjoy your day at work.
Who was it? Blessing from, what's her name? Blessing from,
Where?
go back.
Reese said thank you for your words. She needed to hear what you said because she's been up since 5 o'clock in the morning thinking about something.
Yeah. Listen, it ain't no, I've always tried to be an optimistic person. I've always tried to look at things from the positive side. But listen, when things happen in your life, that sometimes that goes out the door. But for some reason, that's the way God wants me to be. That's the way He made me. I'm always optimistic. At the end of the day, I'm always optimistic about, you know, what the future holds. You know, there's people in this world that sit and they can't do nothing but worry, just worry. Oh God, the world is gonna end tomorrow. What am I gonna do if there's an apocalypse? What am I gonna do if there's a war? There's people out there that worry like that, but for some reason, I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. Even like with my husband, you know, I remember when we first got married, I used to worry all the time. Oh, his kidney is gonna fail and he's gonna die, and I'm gonna be here left alone. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't think like that anymore, because nothing but positive things have happened. Nothing but positive things have happened since we've been together. I mean, when we first got married, I think a month after we got married, his gallbladder, he had to have his gallbladder removed. You know, they're telling him his kidney, although he's on dialysis, they're telling him, about Joseph still. Joseph does things that people that have the kidney is fine don't do.
Get down.
He has persevered through things that
you can
people
say it,
that have
you want to say
kidney
it.
disease.
That I still pee.
No, but he has persevered through kidney disease. People that have had kidney disease for years and have died couldn't even weather through. And so that's why, like when he had the stroke, look at his face. Do you know anybody that has ever had a stroke and still looks like this? Usually, when you hear about somebody having a stroke, they usually their face they lose the feeling in their face drops, or they have some type of severe deform from it. Not him. Look at him.
A little slower.
He might. I mean, yeah, he moves a little slower, but And to answer the question, why did God put us together to take care of one another? I believe that he put us together because, number one, Joseph is my soulmate. There's nobody in this world that will ever understand me or love me the way my husband does. He loves me unconditionally. I don't care what it is. My husband loves me unconditionally. Nobody can convince me no otherwise. But God put us together for a reason. He put us together to have this platform. Not only have this platform, but He put us together to take care of one another. If God don't have to give me nothing else. He don't have to give me nothing else as far as I'm concerned. As long as if I leave this world knowing that that somebody on this earth loved me unconditionally in spite of all the crazy shit that I am, then that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Well, This ain't the real message that I wanted to come with, but sometimes you just have to let what happens because it happens for
what
a
they
reason.
say, let go, let God.
Let go and let God, and I did.
Y'all, I ain't
mad at it. I ain't mad at it because if it helped somebody, and it did, because Reese kept saying she was up since 5 o'clock in the morning and she got what she needed at 11 o'clock today. So it was supposed to happen that way. But before we go, I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law. Happy Father's Day. You deserve it.
Yes, happy Father's Day. We got the best. Our brother-in-law, he is the best father. I ain't never seen nobody like Corey. I ain't never seen no father like Corey. Corey don't never complain or nothing. He just get up and go to work. He do what Tracy want him to do, and he just do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
He make sure that my sister.
He make sure. I ain't never seen Tracy. I ain't never even heard her complain about him or nothing. Listen. All you fathers out there that are doing what you're supposed to do, happy Father's Day. Today I honor my father. He may not have been the best father in the world, but when I look back on it, he was the one that he was there. I was blessed because he was there. He was there.
Well, happy Father's Day to Uncle Fred.
Happy Father's Day to our Uncle Fred, because he's more than he's not even an uncle to
father
us.
To me my whole life.
And he's been a father to me for 2 years.
Whatever I needed to do, whatever I asked you for, even now, you give me. You might bitch and moan a little bit.
He'll complain about it. He'll be like, now, Joseph,
but I expect it. It's not
nothing
nothing not expected. I always tell you sometimes, go ahead and yell at me. Because I know it's coming, but it's always appreciated.
Uncle Fred is like, listen, I had one uncle that was mean. He was mean as a snake.
And surly?
And mean and surly. Just mean and surly. And him and I, we never had a relationship because I was always scared of him and I didn't like him. And I think I've told Uncle Fred this before. Uncle Fred is the uncle that I always wanted. He's the uncle that I always wanted. He's one of those uncles. He's not, Uncle Fred ain't scared to tell you the truth about yourself. He will tell you about yourself. And he will still show you that he loves you.
Boys, you are blessed like me.
If it wasn't for Uncle Fred, trust me when I tell you, if it wasn't for Uncle Fred, this platform would not be here. Y'all don't know how many times he done gave. He just not even just financially, just gave up his heart. That's the kind of family that we have around us.
He was doing it in the room and tell us, your lighting is wrong.
And he come in there and bring us a light.
You're saying too much.
Yeah. He sit there and he critique us and Joseph would be like, Tramel,
if he come in here one more time.
One more time. And I used to be like, Joseph, no, that's Uncle Fred. But that's the type of people that he will put that he will put in your life. Those are the type of people he will put in your life. Like I said, I honor my father today. Happy Father's Day to my father. God rest his soul. He passed away in 1990. But when he was here, he gave his life to the people. He was a police officer. He was a good police officer. All my uncles that were police officers. And see, that's another thing, guys, with this Black Lives Matter thing going on and all these police officers and police brutality. I was blessed to see the good side of policing because my father was a police officer. All my uncles were police officers. I come from a long line of them, and none of the police officers that I grew up with are like these police officers out here that you see today. So I saw the good side of policing. Yes, I see the bad side of it now, but still, even now, I pray that people see the good side of the good police officers and what they are trying to do out here in this world and trying to do good and trying to protect and serve, like the sign says on their cars. Listen, happy Father's Day.
I thought you said you didn't have nothing else to say.
I know. It's just y'all. This how the spirit. This is the spirit. This is when you talk to God all day. He'll tap you on your shoulder and say this, say that. Say that, Tramel, this is what you say. He put it on your heart. He put it in your heart and you put it in your mind. But I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm getting ready to go on upstairs, child. Y'all, cause sometimes you're Joseph. And Lord Jesus. We'll talk later. Yeah. Yeah, we had a good morning.
He ain't in your bosom today?
No, he ain't in my bosom today. He's right over there.
Oh, yo. Make sure y'all watch the TBT Squad every weekday and weekend morning, starting with Monica, MJ&J Family Mukbang, followed by It's Me, Wonston, Yes Honey, followed by Let's Talk About It with Anita.
I just want to pour some
And
hot
then you have yours truly, the McRae Kingz, and at 2 o'clock, you have Yo, It's Your Boy Leo. Make sure you follow them. Their links to their pages will be in the description box if you don't already subscribe to them. As well as on, I believe it's Thursday and Friday, Wonston and Leo are celebrating their 5-year anniversary. I believe,
Yes.
if I'm wrong, if y'all are in the chat,
Bless up for that. I think
correct
it's
me
the
if I'm
23rd.
wrong.
The 23rd. I
No,
think it
it's
is.
Thursday and Friday.
They've already. If you go to their page, they've
Back to
already
back.
scheduled. They've already scheduled their anniversary celebration. And I'm sorry that we didn't remember the dates, but trust me, Leo and Wonston, we will be right there with you celebrating because 5
And
years.
It's a long time.
5 years. I know we gonna get to 10 years.
We're only going to be 2 years.
We only gonna
on
be 2.
The 30th. But
So
shout out to Tyrone and Famous. Happy Father's Day.
happy Father's Day, yes to them.
Famous for the first time.
Yes.
Tyrone for the 100th time.
Right.
But shout out to you two. Happy Father's
Yes,
Day.
Tyrone. Famous is a baby daddy. Tyrone is a baby daddy. Yeah, he a baby daddy. Happy birthday, happy Father's Day, baby daddy.
It's the 24th and the 25th. So on the 24th, they'll be on, I think, Wonston's platform. And on the 25th, I believe they'll be on Leo's platform or vice versa. I'm not sure which way it's going to be. But they will be doing a 2-day celebration. It's because on the 24th, they got their license to get married. And on the 25th, they actually got married. See, I remember. I listen. See, when I tell y'all, people think I don't listen, but I listen and I pay attention. I just don't know which days they're doing it. And then, after that Tuesday, me and Tremel will be doing a live for our anniversary.
And we're going to do
It'll be
something
2
special, y'all. We're
years.
going to do something real special.
Like Tremel said, make sure you wear your red or your blue. I'll open the StreamYard, so if you want to come in and say happy anniversary, you'll be able to do that.
And remember, you all are kings and queens, so you gotta have your crowns on, kings.
Yes,
you gotta have
and
your
Vlog,
I
love it. Vlog showed her crown yesterday.
Yes.
I love it, and of course, because it's blue. I love it. Yes, Wonston is on the 25th on his channel at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then Leo, okay, so who put the 24th and 25th? All right, well, thank you, Wonston. Let's rephrase that. Wonston's channel will have it on their celebration on the 25th. It was what I said. And Leo will have it on the 26th.
Okay.
So,
And we will
that's
be making
where
this
it will be.
announcement all week. So, guys, just be mindful of that and tune into us. Tune into us, guys. And listen, we really need to ask y'all something. A big favor of all of you, please. We really need to ask you this. Monica of MJ&J Family, we need to support her. Support her as much as you can support her. If you listen, go watch her videos.
Run her
playlist. I don't care if you have an extra computer, you can run her playlist. I don't care. We need to support Monica because if it wasn't for Monica, there would not be any TBT Squad at all. We need to support her. She needs to get her watch hours up. I don't know how far away from her goal she is, but she needs, 70?
She needs her watch hours up.
Yeah, she needs her watch hours up.
She's good.
Yes, she needs her watch hours up. So, guys, share. Sharing is the key to getting to being successful.
And one thing that I noticed, if you share her videos, share them on Facebook because for some reason when I share y'all, I share the TBT Squad or I share me and Tremel, our videos get a lot of views.
Even if you share them on your own page.
I share them in pages, and I share Monica in my sister's group for her book. Since Monica's promoted her book, I share Monica's videos in there. So people are watching. I don't watch her views like that, so only she knows if they're going up. But I know when me and Tremel share our videos, and when I share Wonston's video and Leo's videos on Facebook, a lot of people tend to click it when we do it that way. And I share it to a couple of people's pages so that it shows up on a couple of people I know that don't mind if I tag them in the video to show it up. So I'm trying to help Monica get her monetization.
Yes.
She's right there. She just needs her watch time to go
Yes.
up. And
That's about it, right?
that's about it. If you want to support the Kings, you definitely can. The MKingz is the Cash App. It'll be in the description box. We have the merchandise. That's in the description box.
And it's in the description box of all our
Everybody's
videos.
link from the TBT squad is in the description box. Our P.O. box is in the description box. Anything you need, want, or desire from me and Jamel can be found in the description box. Our email, everything.
Yes, and if you want to send a message to us, you can email us. You can email us at TheMcRaeKingzCorner@gmail.com, and we answer back our emails. We ain't that big that we can't answer back our own emails. So listen, we love to hear from you. We love to hear from you. We love the comments that you're leaving. So even though we don't see you or know you personally on a personal level, trust me, you are our family now.
And know that if you ever left a comment on the video, I answer them. And I try to answer them as fast as possible.
Yeah, he tells me about them, but he answers them.
Unless you leave, like some people have left specific
Messages
comments
for me,
for Tramel. I let him answer his own messages. I tell him they're there and I let him answer them. Of course, if you send me one, I answer my own. I answer all the messages other than if it's related directly to Tramel. But other than that, y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
And just remember this, guys. A daddy is a man that brags about his kids, and a father is a man who supports and gives. I'm going to leave y'all with that.
And on that note, on this beautiful, well, it's beautiful here. I don't know where you are, if it's as beautiful as it is here, but you woke up this morning, you're watching us, so it's a beautiful day. Walk in peace, love, sunshine, and happiness.
And all those great things. And always remember that it's Team McRae.
All damn day. Peace, y'all.
Talk to you soon.